What's one key principle you always share with men who are in the process of reconstructing their identity and finding their purpose?
You gotta just take a long, deep look at yourself, and I pray on things before it happened. I can remember I used to always like good stuff would happen. I'm like, thank you God, thank you blessed me, and thank you for the grace. But now, before I make a decision or I make a plan, whether it's financially, spiritually, or anything in my family, I pray beforehand. And I would say, put God first. People say that all the time. You got to put God first, and it's going to be in His due time. But at the end of the day, if you put God first and you just let everything go and say, okay, it's going to happen for me, 9 times out of 10, that energy reciprocates itself. I'm a visualization person. I'm an affirmation. I got sticky notes all over my window. When I brush my teeth every morning, I got my financial goals, my spiritual goals, my family goals, my fatherly goals. And I can say, set those goals and make sure that you have a circle of things that you want to get better as.
Brother Lanny, what would you give him?
Your value to this world is not solely dependent on what you do. I think for men, especially for Black men, a lot of times we believe our value is only in what we can provide for others and what our titles are, what our accomplishments are. But I found that that's going to leave you empty every time. I remember we had a men's mental health event back in LA. My brand put on this men's mental health event, and we had 300 Black men doing sound bath, yoga, meditation, but we gave them all these note cards to write down, what are you struggling with mentally, with your mental health? And so many of them talked about feeling worthless, feeling unappreciated, feeling like they were not seen because they didn't have a certain amount of money in their bank account or they didn't have a certain title next to their names. And so I want you to know that you are valuable first and foremost just by being you. The tagline for Actively Black is there's greatness in our DNA. And I know that the world will tell you you're less than, not as smart as, that you don't belong in these certain rooms. But there's literally greatness in your DNA. Accepting that, owning the fact that there's greatness inside of you is the first step to then walking in your greatness. You got to accept and realize that it is inside of you. And that's what I would share. Your title is temporary. The money can be temporary. Your position can be temporary. But who you are and that greatness inside of you is something that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life.
That is extraordinary. One thing also I want to add to what my brothers have blessed you all with is this. It's the road ahead. Your road ahead. See, the conversations we have with our past, our present, and our future. My brother, your past, it is simply that, your past. It is your yesterday. The things that you did in your past, how you used to think, how you used to move, what you spent money on, what attracted you, your interests, whatever that was, heartbreak, that was your past. But my brother, I need to encourage you to keep it there. Because your past self has put you in position for your current self. But more importantly, I need you to look to your right because your future self is relying on you. But you can't get to your future self because you continue to operate in your yesterday self. But my brother, I want to encourage you to let go of that. My brother, I want to encourage you to let go and let God have His way. Because when you let go and let God have His way, in that moment is when God continues to reveal His plans for you and your life, your purpose for you may not understand what that is or what that may be today. But in order for you to get to that, you got to let go of some things so that you can get to some things for your future self. Because make no mistake, not only is your future self relying on you, but your children are relying on you for your future and generations to come. My brother, the road ahead is promising.
I found, especially with Black men, there has been a lack of safe space
Yep.
for us to address some of those traumas that we carry with us from our past. And that starts early, right? You, even as a boy, you fall and hurt yourself, them tears start falling, what they tell you, hey, wipe them tears, you can't
Man,
cry.
You better man up,
You
man.
can't cry, you better
The
man
hell you
up,
crying
right?
for, man?
I think we all understand why our fathers may have been that way because they're trying to prepare us for the world that we're gonna enter.
Yep.
A lot of times that prevents us from even learning how to deal with our emotions or learning how to deal with the things that do hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we don't understand how to process our traumas. We don't understand how to process these things that hurt us. And then that male ego kind of takes over and like, nah, I can't even express that I'm hurt. I can't express that I'm dealing with these things. So, man, I would encourage, you know, all of us to find that brother that you can talk to, find somebody that you can be vulnerable with and let them know, like, these are the things that I'm struggling with. These are the things that I was dealing with, because I think that's the only way we're going to be able to heal from those past things so that we can be better in the present and then, you know, have a better future for ourselves.
This is so important right here. Like, I've been looking for this. That's why I was so excited about coming here today, because I want to have guys, brothers in my community that we can sit down and talk, like barbershop talk. You know, hey, this happened the other day, and we can share issues or go through, you know, praise or anything that's going on. And we don't have that enough. I got my guy, Pastor Mike Blunt, great guy, my barber. Everybody got their barber or your braid person. Like, I open up to them, but we don't have it enough. And a lot of other coaches do have that. I'm not gonna say one of my good friends is Culture, but once a month, he gets together with his people and they share business ideas with each other. Hey, you need a realtor? Use him. You need a towel person here. You need the lawn service. And they have lunch and they go. But they're constantly building each other up and talking through things. And I think this is so exciting to me, because I want more of this, and we need more of this, because, you know, your story, all stories are different. But if we come together, we know that, you know, everybody got stuff going on.
Right.
My team, we know what Mel was about to say, and I'm big on this, and it's something that was revealed to me in my quiet moments, my time of meditation, in my darkest moments, and what my wife and I endured in losing our son in 2013, and we went through such of a dark moment in that trial. But in that moment, God revealed some things to me, and in that moment, when I learned to let go and let God, He carried me, He sustained me. But He also put this on me in my heart to let everyone know that comes in my proximity, and let the world know consistently that the story must be told. The story must be told. The stories of the brethren, the testimonies, because we know there's no testimony without a test. And when you get through that test, you're going to share that test. You're going to talk about that test. And my brother, I overcome by your testimony. For the Bible teaches us. And this is something that I think is what's missing with us, my brother. Because you don't have to carry that weight. You are not in this alone. Because if God be for you, what shall be against you? There is no weapon that may prosper, that may form, that may prosper, that may form, that may prosper. No weapon. Let's talk about it. Let's have conversations so that we are equipped and prepared to attain our blessings.